What's up, people? It's me, Crimson, and this is a raw red moment. I want to talk to you about a couple things. First off, I really do appreciate everybody that's enjoying my Road to Commander series for Modern Warfare 3, the live series. Uh, I'm really having a lot of fun, like I said in the last video, and there's more to come. I'm actually rendering a video now, man. I got tons more videos. Oh man, whenever I play a session, I play a lot of games, and I have a few sessions here, and I'm trying to, render them all out, and trying to get them out to you as fast as possible. So that's why you might see 3 or 4 or 5 videos from me in like a single day or in a single sort of time span. That's because I'm trying to get out all the content to you as quickly as possible. So that way y'all can enjoy it. Me, I'm a person that hates waiting for the next video. I want to see the next one as soon as possible. So yeah, that's me. So thank you for enjoying my series. I really do appreciate it. I want to talk about something that's been that came to my attention like a little while ago, or not something that came to my attention, but something that happened to me, not to me. Something that came up in conversation, right? It's nothing that happened to me, but me and a couple of guys were talking about this whole scared straight thing. Now, for those of you who don't know what scared straight is, it's pretty much a Christian type thing where parents take their children, send their children off to this camp who believe that their children are homosexuals or lesbians or gays or whatever. And they take them to this Christian, it's typically a Christian type camp where they scare them straight and, get them involved with the opposite sex and stuff like that. I don't like to talk about religion on my channel because it's a touchy subject, and my view on religion, specifically Christianity, is kind of it's not. It won't be too accepted by too many people, so I don't really talk about it. But the thing is that this whole scared straight thing, and they still do it today, which kind of surprises me, is complete and utter bullshit, man. I mean, really, like I understand that, no parent, the parent wants the best for their child, and they feel that being gay and homosexual is something that hinders them, and they send it to this church or send it to this camp where they tell them that if you're gay, you end up with AIDS and this and that and whatever. Basically, worst case scenario type bullshit. And excuse me. And it's really sad, man. I see a couple of videos on the whole scared straight type thing, and they tell these kids like so many things that, yeah, in some cases, yeah, it happens. Okay, it happens. Some of it does. That's because, hey, you never know. People are wrong. You can't really trust anybody. Really, you can't. But that's only worst case scenario. It's kind of like all these teenage girls being scared out of having kids and shit. Yeah, having kids young is really bad. Like, well, not really bad, but it's not preferred. You have to live your life first before you decide to help raise some other little person, right? But to really scare them with the worst case scenario is kind of bad. I really feel I never got the worst case scenario. Okay, that's me personally. I never got the whole worst case scenario. My mom and dad always used to give me the worst case scenario on all, like, like whatever could happen. Recently, if you're new to my channel, recently I talked about my car breaking down and me being in some financial trouble. Well, before all that, my mom was telling me about how the car will break down and you'll be in some huge accident or whatever, and you'll end up in the hospital and in a vegetative state. It's basically worst case scenario. And I keep on telling her, why in the world you keep on telling me this? Yeah, it could happen, but how come it can't be my car won't start and I won't have a way to work for a few days or whatnot, and nothing really happens. And that's exactly what happened. Like, that's exactly what happened to my car. Well, it didn't happen like that. I was driving, I stopped, I went, car stopped ahead of me and slammed on the brakes, and then when I tried to go again, car broke down, basically. So that's what happened. I'm perfectly fine. Nothing bad happened. A nice guy on the street helped me get down to my dad's house. It's just right up the road, and everything worked out fine. He got me a new brand new car and all that good shit, right? And I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I see why people scare. I see why people always explain or say worst case scenario to kind of scare young people out, and I understand that. But the really, why worst case scenario? If everybody was afraid of a worst case scenario, nothing would ever get done. We wouldn't have electricity. We wouldn't have YouTube. We wouldn't have cars, and we wouldn't know the moon is made out of dust. We wouldn't know other planets out there. We wouldn't know how space is. We wouldn't know a lot of things if everybody was just too afraid of worst case scenario. So I don't know what you feel about worst case scenario. What you feel about what scared straight. What you feel about that? I feel that it's kind of bullshit. Hey, your kids are gonna be who they are no matter what you do, because people are not perfect. Your parents are not perfect. Every parent screws up their kid in one way or another. There's no way around it. It happens. So that's all I gotta say, man. This is what Raw Red Moment is. It's just me ranting on something that I have thinking. Blah blah blah. I'm thinking about whatever. So more videos to come on my Raw Red Moment. More videos to come on my Modern Warfare 3 Road to the Commander live series. I'm rendering one right now. I'm about to render a couple more before I go to bed. Thank you, and this is Benjamin out.